In this video, Warriors of the Dark God will fight Saurian Ancients. I'm Alex and you're watching Winterwolf Miniatures. Happy New Year to all of you fellow nerds out there. I hope you enjoyed the holidays. In the world of 9th Age fantasy battles, as you might know, there's been some dispute with this year's balance patch. Some factions got big changes, some smaller, but pretty much everyone seems unhappy. For Warriors of the Dark Gods, which was my main faction during last year, not much have changed. The favors have been reworked a bit, but that's pretty much it. Saurian Ancients, however, changed a lot. And some say they are ridiculously strong right now. But we'll soon find out. I'll be playing with my friend Manne today, and he's put together something nasty. We had a bit of a game day, and this was his third game of the day. He won the other two games 20-0 and 19-1, killing everything both games. So I promised my clubmate I wouldn't lose that much. I have played him and almost the exact same list before with my vampires, and it is scary. With my vampires I managed to get a draw, because I could control the board and block him with zombies. But honestly, I don't see me winning this game, not with warriors. My list was put together just before I left home to play this game, and I basically put stuff down I wanted to play. While the list is not terrible in itself, this matchup really is. For instance, my general has Entropic Aura, which is usually very good, but his list does not have any heroes with weapon or armor enchants, so yeah, you see what I mean. With the games I make battle reports of, the list is never made with that in mind, or with a specific opponent in mind. We always randomize secondary and deployment type, and this time we got frontline clash and capture the flags, which is not particularly good for me, because his 3 scoring units will be very difficult to kill. You can find the Armylists in the description if you want to have a look-see-loo on those. Deployment done, and Saurians will go first after some Vanguard moves. So, Saurian's turn 1. He moves up the entire army. I remember that these guys, whatever that is, shoots, so maybe I shouldn't have moved my flayers in the Vanguard move, but I just gave him a target. Unerring Strike on my warriors does nothing, and then the stars align is cast on the big shooting dinosaurs, but it's dispelled. The little lizards shoot at the chosen knights and makes 1 wound. The, again, what the hell this is, shoots at the flayers, and they don't like that, and dies. The Thyroscutus, I think, or maybe something else, shoots at the giant, but misses. So, Warriors turn 1. No charges, but the Forsaken one is very eager and wants to get places. 17 inches straight ahead, which is 1 inch short of these guys. The rest of the army moves in position. Not really sure how I'm going to tackle these 3 blocks in the center here, but at this point I didn't really care. Let's just get there first. Blocking things here with the flayers. At least let the giant and the chosen close in without getting instantly charged. I cast Dance Macabre on the chosen knights, but it's dispelled. So in spite, I cast Touch of the Reaper, Touch of the Reaper on his disgusting Toad King thing, and get 3 lucky wounds. Saurian's turn 2. The Thyroscutus can see the chosen on the hill from where they stand, and therefore decides to go nowhere. The weapon beasts go over here, out of sight from the chosen knights and in position to shoot at my warriors. The Skinks makes a tactical retreat, and the Tegu warriors moves up a bit. The wolf raptors reform and blocks the Forsaken one, and the Skinks blocks the giant and the chariot. Unerring Strike on the chosen, but I save all of them. I then dispel the stars align again on the Thyroscutus, but he gets Know Thy Enemy on the weapon beasts, which is not good. If I charge them now, he gets to stand and shoot, and then we fight at the same time due to his +2 agility from the spell, which is not good. He shoots at them and kills 3. The Skinks shoot at the chosen knights, killing 1, and Thyroscutus kills 2 chosen. Thyroscutus. Something Scutus. Cutus. Thyroscutus. I don't know. Warriors turn 2. Spell or no spell, I can't let him stand there and shoot, so I have to charge. He stands and shoots and kills 6 more. Since he kills so many, I decide to get my lord in there as well. I want those shooters dead. On the left flank, the giant charged the skinks, who wasn't afraid of it. The chariot charged as well, and with that I made it possible to place my unit so that the giant would overrun into the Thyroscutus. He decided to flee with the skinks in hopes of either me failing my redirect tests or simply wouldn't charge long enough. But I ended up passing both of them in addition to also charge long enough. So in there, the Forsaken one will try to eat the raptors, and with a long overrun it could possibly join the fun as well. You know, in the great land of make-believe. A block here with the flayers just to be safe. The only spell I really wanted was Whispers on the Thyroscutus, but my mighty throw of 12 was easily dispelled. But at least I got reroll to wound on these guys, because, yeah, they need that with their great weapons. Maybe. I don't know, it's a spell. The Forsaken one eats all the Raptor wolves and then overruns just enough to get where he needs to be. Here. After all the scary things in this fight has happened, this is what it looks like. 3 wounds on the giant, but 1 dead lizard. The 2 remaining stick around. A chosen lord plus a whole bunch of warrior impressively made 7 wounds in total. I don't know how. I won, of course, but my plan was to kill them outright and reform to be ready for the next turn's charges. I can't let those things get away, only to reform later, so I might as well continue forward. I am so close anyway, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Well, I caught the bastards at least, but this is really not a good place to be. Well, you never know, anything could happen, and it's looking good at the left flank, so who knows. Saurian's turn 3. He goes for gold and charges everything. The knights get a block here and the other skinks rallies, of course, and can at least block the Forsaken one. He gets off Know Thy Enemy in the aura, but nothing else. But I don't think he needs anything else though. The Tegu warriors and Tegu guards blow straight through the flayers, and the Tegu guards charges the warriors. In this fight I kill another lizard, but 1 remain, with 1 or maybe 2 wounds. It doesn't matter, what does is that he passes his break test with snake eyes, and sticks around. Again. The chosen lord kills the champion, and then the skinks kills all his companions, so he flees. Warrior turn 3. I rally my chosen lord, and the chosen does what they should have done at the start of the game. They turned around and went home. I can't fight any of that, so why bother? Better to try to save the points. I can't get far enough to hide behind the hill, but at least I'm further away now than I was before, so that's at least something. The chosen knights turn around. Whispers on his Tegu guards to at least give me a fighting chance, but I managed to dispel that myself. Spectral blades for my guys instead, but it's dispelled. So I cast Touch of the Reaper on the skinks. Touch of the Reaper, because I have nothing better to do, and it kills 2. I finally killed the Thyroscutus, but I killed it, so no pursuit or overrun. And after some fighting I killed 1 Tegu guard, and the sorcerer and the champion is the only survivors. So they flee. Saurian's turn 4. The skinks charge the chosen lord. The Tegu guard charges the fleeing fools, who flee again, but not far enough. The Tegu warriors charges the chosen. Everything is successful, so these guys die. The skinks moves to here, and these skinks move to here. Magic is uneventful, and in the shooting phase, the skinks takes the last wound on the giant. My mighty chosen kills 4 Saurian warriors, and then they are wiped out. And my chosen lord killed a bunch of small lizards and took no wounds back. Warriors turn 4. I decided that my best chance of survival was to charge the chosen knights in the Tegu guards, so I did that. I charged the skinks with the chariot, they fled, and my chariot stopped here. So far according to plan, because I don't want it to run through the woods if not needed. The Forsaken can handle... no. Not with random movement of 4 inches, it can't. Okay, so my chosen knights finally got to fight something, and the dice guards rewarded me with an awesome hit roll. 1 hit. With the attacks from the beasts, I ended up with 1 dead lizard, but lost 2 wounds back. Lost the fight, fled, and got away. My chosen lord killed 2 skinks and was chased off as well, and the pursuing skinks got the fleeing knight. Saurian's turn 5. The Skinks charges the Chosen Lord, who run away. So far they couldn't get to him. He tried to cast the Stars Align on his Skinks to shoot him down, but I dispelled that. So he threw an Unerring Strike at him as well. But I saved all the wounds. He shoots with the Skinks, but that didn't do it either. Maybe my Lord will survive. Up here, the only thing that happened was that the Skinks rallied, but it doesn't matter. Nowhere to run now. Warrior's turn 5. The Forsaken one finally caught the annoying Skinks, and the chariot moves away to safety. But now I'm sure you're wondering, but hey, what happened to the Chosen Lord? Nothing. Why? He tried to rally, but no. So he left. And that's probably the best thing he did all day. And after we measured to make sure the Saurians couldn't do any further fuckery, that's the game in the bag. I promised I wasn't going to be tabled, and I wasn't. So up yours, Saurian Ancients, and all your bullshit. The score? Let's not. Before I tell you the score, let me just thank you so much for watching. And make sure to hit like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to support my channel, the best way to do that is by, of course, watching my content and liking and subscribing and make comments. But if you want to support me even more, you can find me on Patreon. It costs nearly nothing, and yeah, it's the right thing to do. If you think you have what it takes to battle me or maybe my friend Manne, make sure to let me know, and maybe we can arrange a battle and make a battle report out of it. That would be fun. So let's go to the score. In the end, I got 1,430 points, which isn't much. And the Saurians got 4,079 points. With the secondary, that is 1 against 19. So that's a pretty good day for Manne. 58 points in 3 games. So what do I think about the Saurians? Yeah, they're strong. A bit too strong maybe. Have a good one, and I see you soon.